Hey everyone, I think my camera's a little bit crooked. Let me straighten it up. Yep, I'm still struggling with my adjustments for my videos, but it's a little chilly today. Now my head's half cut off. So let me get it right. Okay, thanks for your patience. But, okay, so I'm in the kitchen today cooking up some protein. Because all of the research that's out there about women over 50 or postmenopausal or even perimenopausal needing more protein, and anybody needing more protein, because here's what I'm going to tell you. You need protein to build muscle, and as we get older, we lose muscle, and usually that's because we cut back on our protein. We eat less meat, we we eat more things like soup and crackers, and that's what I hear from people that I have worked with. So what I've got in the pan here, so I've got 4 fillets, 2 grouper and 2 mahi. And what you're like, are you going to eat that much? Well, I'm going to eat these 2 for lunch and these 2 for supper, but I'm going to go ahead and cook them. James isn't a big fish person, so I'm going to cook him a couple of hamburgers. He loves smash burgers, so that's what we're going to have. But I have thawed these. I get these at Walmart, by the way. They're totally wild caught. I dry them off real good, and then I've got butter in the pan with some garlic, and so I'm putting these 2 in here, and then these 2. So salt and pepper, and so stay now because I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to let them. I'm just going to let them simmer there, and I'm actually going to cover them. So hang on, let me get my lid. My custom lids. Okay, so you know this lid that I love. It's flat and it fits right down over there. Well, this is a different pan, but it's going to make this like an oven, so the heat stays in there. And then while they're cooking, I went ahead and mixed up. You can call this aioli, you can call it, I don't know what you call it, but so what I used, and I know I told you I was going to make mayonnaise today, but I decided to do the fish because I needed the protein. It's all about me, right? Okay, so I love this Chosen mayonnaise. It's classic mayonnaise. It's 100% pure avocado oil. The avocado oil, other brands like Hellmann's or Kraft, they're not pure avocado oil. In fact, sometimes their first ingredient is canola oil. You don't want that in your body. It's just not a healthy choice. So this is avocado oil, filtered water, egg yolks, distilled white vinegar, mustard seed, salt, and rosemary extract. So this is a healthy fat, all right? So don't go trying to skimp on your mayonnaise. Make your own, and I will, maybe tomorrow I'll do the mayonnaise, okay? But I put 2 tablespoons of the mayonnaise. I put a teaspoon of capers. All right, so these are just little onion heads, I think is what those are. Yeah, because they're kind of fermented, so they have a good little pungent taste. I really wish I had some pesto, but I don't have any, so I'm going to make do. And then I use this. I'm going to zoom in on this for you. This is Engelhofer's Creamy Dill. And I love it, and normally I would put dill on my fish, but when I use this, I don't need to do that. So here we go again. Real salt, don't skip on that, or Himalayan salt, but real salt to me is the best. Fresh ground pepper, well that's not fresh ground, but ground pepper. And then I've got a lime here. If you roll your limes before you cut them, they're gonna render a lot more juice, okay? All right, so here we go. That's about, I'm going to leave it on there just a little bit more, because what I'm about to do is run it in my broiler for just a minute. So this takes, I don't know how long I've been on here, 3 minutes. This is a total of about 7 or 8 minutes prep. And of course the butter I have is grass-fed. Kerrygold butter is my favorite. There is a Kirkland brand, I think they have at Costco. But I buy it without salt, and the reason is I want to add my own salt. And if you really look closely at this salt, if you look in there, it's got brown flecks, and those brown flecks are your trace minerals, and those are the ones you need. I see people that are really healthy, but they're having cramps here or this there. They just are missing their trace minerals. So you got to get those. So here we go. I'm going to uncover it. I'm going to put some, I'm just going to drizzle some melted butter over it. And then I'm going to squeeze a little lime on the top. Just a squeeze on each one. Okay, and then I'm going to find my hot pad. I'm going to grab that pan. Okay, here we go. So I'm grabbing it, and this is going to go in the oven for just, 2 or 3 minutes. Okay. All right, so while that's cooking, so I'm going to set my timer I'm going to set it for 2 minutes. I think that'll be enough. I don't like it cooked dry, and so I'm going to just let it broil for 2 minutes. Okay. So along with that, I'm going to I bought this at Costco. This is like fermented okra. I love that. Any kind of fermented vegetable is going to help with your digestion. So I would just encourage you, like sauerkraut, kimchi, all of that's going to be healthy. Let me turn this burner off. Okay, so when that comes out of the oven, I'm going to plate it up. Hold on, let me grab another plate. Okay. And, but here is the kicker. 2 of those pieces of filet fish have 66 grams of protein. And my goal is 130 grams a day, so I'm getting half of it right now. I do a little bit of a protein powder in some coconut milk in the morning. I get about 20 grams from that. So I've just got to so I'm going to have 2 more fish fillet a little bit later in the day. So on the days that I'm not fasting, I'm really going to work hard at getting 130 grams. The days when I'm fasting, it's a little harder because, when you're doing 1 meal a day, but it's really not healthy to do 1 meal a day on and on and on. You want to take some break from that. Even ketosis, you want to take a break from that, but that's another story for another day. But we got about 30 seconds. That's looking good in there. And so I'm going to plate it up, and I'm going to use this sauce on it. Let me just taste it and see. It's kind of like a tartar sauce, but I just love it. I kind of one of these, I like sauces on things, but sometimes the sauces can get, unhealthy. Like a lot of salad dressings are not healthy. And you want those things to be healthy. So, all right, that's my timer. I'm gonna punch it off. I'm gonna turn my oven off, and I'm gonna bring this out. Well, it didn't really brown that much, so I'm probably gonna stick it back in. But here's what I want to do. I want to cut into it the thickest one, and just make sure that it is done. No, not done. So I'm actually gonna cut it in half because I'm about to eat this anyway, and then it'll cook a little bit faster. So probably 5 minutes, or maybe the problem was I didn't have this burner on. So I think I'm actually gonna turn the burner on and cook it on the top just a little bit more, like that, and then put it back in the oven. So, best laid plans don't always work out, so I thought that would be done, but it's only going to take a couple more minutes. So let me hear from you. Are you watching me live? Are you doing the replay? Do you cook fish a lot? I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull it out of my trash can here. This is the grouper that I get at Walmart. Let me just bring it up close. I know it's backwards, but it's grouper skinless fillets, all natural. It's actually Sam's Choice. And on the back, or on the side actually, it's going to tell me that I'm going to get 33 grams right there of protein in one fillet. So, that's for me is a great opportunity. No carbs. Let's see, 1.5 grams of fat, so really not even much fat. Now your salmon is going to have more fat than that, so just know that. But your grouper, and I'm not sure if both of those are grouper. I think 2 of those may be mahi. But your salmon is definitely going to have more fat, and you want fat in your diet. You definitely do. Okay, so tell me what you're cooking, what you're having, what your questions are, because I want you to be healthy, I want you to be able to build muscle, you know. So strength training has got to be in your regimen. I mean, you know, I worked in the nursing home all those years, and I saw so many older people, you know, after they hit those 75, 77, 80, they, you know, started eating, you know, like canned soup and oatmeal and cereal and, you know, crackers, and just not cooking good food for themselves, because it's just hard to do when you live alone and, you know, getting to the grocery store and getting all those things. All right, here's that. You see, that's mostly cooked now, and I could take a spoon and spoon this juice up onto the top of them, although it looks really juicy, but I'm going to do that. I'm just going to spoon this melted butter and the lime juice and the garlic. I'm going to spoon it onto the top of that. And then, because I like it brown, I am going to run it in the broiler for a minute more. And it looks like it might work. But I always have to set my timer, because I will run my mouth and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot the thing. Okay, so the importance, I'm going to tell you again, the importance of strength training. Just get you some 5-pound weights, start with 3-pound weights, and just do curls, just do punches, just do lifts, and like overhead lifts. Don't make it complicated. Or get an online video and do it. For people that are in my challenge, I offer that. I offer a 20-minute workout program. But you got to get those legs strong. You got to get those foot muscles so you can raise up and down on your toes. One of the first thing I notice with my elderly patients is when I'm evaluating them, and I say, okay, raise up on your toes, and they can't do it. They literally cannot raise up on their toes. And that's one of the first things that causes you to fall and break a hip. And then, you know, the statistics show that after a hip fracture, 70% of people never really walk functionally again. And you don't want that. So let me grab this out of here. Okay, it's a little bit brown, and I think it's done now. So there you go. I'm going to turn that off. And what a delicious meal. And honestly, it's probably going to be more brown. There you go. It's brown on that side. So I'm actually going to have one of each of these. And the reason is I kind of want to decide which one I like the best. But how delicious. And I'm going to put some of this sauce on the top. So I'm getting my protein and my fat. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to taste it. Maybe it's not too hot. All right, let me turn the timer off. Okay, right here in front of you to let you know how good it is. Yum. To me, that's as good as a steak. All right, so make an effort to get your food, prep your food, have an idea of your food. So let me see, I think I might have a question here. So I'm going to turn this around so I can see you. Okay, who is that? Wilma. Hey, watching you live. So happy you're in your dream kitchen enjoying what you do so well. I like fish prepared like you were making it. Slivered almonds, yeah, that's a great thing. And especially a bit crispy. I like it crispy too. That didn't turn out so well. So what you're seeing over here behind me is where my griddle is going to go. I'm so excited about having that. Let's see. Hello, Ellen. Hello, Melinda. I think Melinda celebrated a birthday today. There's my friend Tracy and Missy. Thank you all for joining me. And I look forward to posting the video tomorrow about how to make your homemade mayonnaise. You'll save some money and you'll save some toxins from your body. Have a great day.